So here in the cybersecurity basics series, I'm covering a use case called business email compromise, or BEC in short. Now BEC is not new. It's been there for some time. We have known it as phishing in a sense, but BEC essentially is a classification of this attack because of the nature and who it is targeting. So BEC is essentially compromise of corporate email accounts using phishing or targeted phishing. What that means is the senior executives of any company who have more power in the organization, their accounts are compromised. Most commonly through email based phishing, but other approaches like calling over or sending text over SMS for compromising their accounts, or calling them, which is called smishing and wishing respectively. Now, as you know, people are the weakest link. We all do or take steps by basic emotions of greed and fear, right? So social engineering is one of the ways to compromise users, and cyber criminals often do that. Okay. Now in this specific BEC thread, what happens is the accounts of senior execs, this could be personal accounts or corporate accounts, are hacked, and they are their colleagues are asked to either do wire transfers or gift vouchers, and there can be multiple combinations of this. Okay. Now recently there have been known cases where the virtual meeting accounts of execs are hacked, and when the account comes online, it will tell you there's a problem in the audio and you can only chat, and in the chat they will tell that I have an issue and I'm looking for some money, and I'm sure a lot of colleagues or reportees will offer to transfer funds in such cases. Okay, there have been accounts where there is a use of deep fake audio telling sounding genuine, trying to hire people who can mimic the same accent but still fake voices. Okay, and then there is another way where sophisticated cyber criminals, they just don't do things as soon as the account is compromised. What they do is they wait for the right moment. So example, when there's a payment cycle coming for a vendor, example would be a stationery vendor who's supposed to get a payment on month end, and exactly on that date they will these guys will act as vendors, and they will ask the finance team to make payments on an updated account numbers. As soon as that payment is made, this account is emptied and the funds are transferred to crypto wallets which can't be tracked. Okay. Now these attacks, because they don't use malware, it's very hard to catch them. Sometimes there are issues with the people themselves not realizing that they are not talking to their colleagues but to cyber criminal who has obtained this credentials, right? So it's very important that we understand what type of frauds exist today. Now, how bad is it? So the FBI has something called as Internet Crime Compliance Center, where they track all these reports. So they have received over 19,950 reports in 2021, and which made it the 9th most popular cybercrime in Americas. Okay, I'm assuming the FBI tracks data for Americas only. And now from these approx 20,000 BC reports, the scammers made around $2.4 billion. Now that's astonishingly high. Okay, this is beyond romance frauds and investment frauds, which are still the number of complaints are high, right? So which means they are making more money using corporate hacking, because corporates have more money than individuals. Okay, so it depends around 82% in real terms. So that's an interesting data set there. Now, how do you solve this problem? First, get a advanced email security solution that can detect these suspicious emails and writing styles. AI is getting smarter to understand the writing style of people. Second, make sure that your payment processes that involve large wire transfers must be signed off by more than one person, 2 or 3 at least. Double check any payment request for a person who's making that request. Get some training done for your employees. So security awareness trainings are very important, including phishing email simulations, and make sure that you are updated on all the latest happenings in cybersecurity in terms of frauds and what's going on in the various parts of the world, right? And I'm sure if you're listening to this, that's an objective of you getting on my podcast or the YouTube channel. With that, thank you so much. I'll see you next time, and keep learning till then. Bye.